IPEF is one of these attempts for the Biden administration to perhaps find a new way forward. Do you buy it?
Look, when you reach out to other countries and you sit down with them, it's a good thing. If you sit down with countries and you try to persuade them to adopt your agenda, that can be a good thing. But if you sit down with countries and try to persuade them to adopt your agenda and you offer them absolutely nothing in return, that's just really pie in the sky. And I'm afraid that that's what IPEF is. I mean, IPEF is, I'm trying to recall, it's a trade pillar, it's a supply chain pillar. Why those two aren't the same pillar, I don't really understand. I mean, what are the supply chains for? And then it's fair trade, and the fourth one is sustainable trade. Anyone know what the fourth one is?
Yeah.
And I'm
digital pillar and a tax and kind of corruption pillar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But is
that's
that the
corruption
fair
pillar.
trade one?
Yeah.
Anyway, all of these things. So you sit there and you say,
Thanks,
well, to a certain extent, they're all trade, and yet none of it is trade, because there's no market access being discussed. And the United States has tried to persuade countries in this part of the world and elsewhere to adopt standards on labor rights and environmental protection. And in the WTO, they tried this, and in exchange, they were promising access to this vast market. Well, now they're asking for these things without that prospect at all. And just to illustrate the futility of this, consider that they tried to persuade the Japanese just a week or two ago. Well, let's include a ban on whaling as part of the trade pillar in exchange for nothing.
Yeah.
Now, whatever your views on whaling, the Japanese have a very strong view, and everyone knows what it is. And if you're going to persuade them to give up something like this and offer them nothing, well, I would say that your prospects for success are not very realistic. India isn't even participating in the trade pillar. Now, Malaysia and Indonesia have traditionally had real objections to including labor standards in trade agreements.